Well, we're on the road again. We're off to the Great West, heading that way via Chicago. We're going to Chicago first for a family gathering, and then we're going to Denver for another family gathering, and then we'll be visiting 5 national parks on this trip before ending up in Las Vegas for another family gathering, and then we'll be headed home.
We should be on the road a total of 3 weeks if all goes well. And we're looking forward to it.
Our road trip will be covered in multiple videos, and in this video we'll be focusing on our family visits in Illinois, Colorado, and Nevada. We're Richard and Mary. Since retiring in 2004, we've been exploring the U.S. and abroad by car, RV, train, and cruise ship.
Come along with us as we enjoy beautiful scenery and visit interesting and historic places.
Please subscribe and welcome to the adventures of the retired roamers. Before we begin, we'd like to give a special shout out to these subscribers from Pittsburgh that recognized us while we were on a trail on the north rim of the Grand Canyon. We enjoyed meeting all of you, and thanks for subscribing.
You know, the road is very beautiful, and we live in a wonderful country. But when you're on these interstates, it can get a little boring. So what we have started to do on this trip is to count Amazon trucks. That's right, Amazon trucks. Yesterday was a full day on traveling, and we saw 40 Amazon trucks on the road. Today, we've only been on the road about 2.5 or 3 hours, and already we've seen 20. So we're just going to keep track and see how many Amazon trucks, and I know that's important information that you really want to treasure.
I think she's weird.
And of course, on a road trip, you gotta stop at a Buc-ee's. For those of you who don't know what a Buc-ee's is, it's probably one of the world's largest gas stations with over 100 pumps and the largest convenience store you've probably ever seen. After arriving in Highland Park, Illinois, Mary's sister Lori and her husband Al took us to their beach on Lake Michigan.
Oh, it's on. We're gonna
We're at the beach.
Look at those crazy
and we're having
people.
a wonderful time.
Yeah.
And we're with our favorite people.
Yay.
And we are having just a great time. And it's
Yeah,
a
we are.
beautiful, beautiful beach in Highland Park, Illinois. Not quite as beautiful as it would be if we were on the Jersey Shore.
I don't know if you
Second only to Highland.
I don't know if you can see the other side. It's only 130 miles
That's right.
to the other side.
There's, well, that doesn't show much of the beach.
Highland Park's downtown is quite vibrant, with lots of places to eat and shopping. Our son Bob, his wife Jen, and our grandson Max flew in to join us.
Oh, what a fuzzy head.
I'm so glad you're here.
How are you doing? Hey, Dad. Well, I'm so glad you're here. And are you ready to go?
Ready?
And you're in Chicago now.
This is the first time Max has met his 2 cousins, Arlo in the background and Augie. We all gathered at Lori's daughter's home, and that's Diane talking to Mary. This is Diane's husband, Jordan.
Happy birthday to me. Happy birthday, dear Bob. Happy birthday to you.
Then you'll be in the summer. Well, I know I'm gonna go to like that, like go meet some boys and stuff.
The next morning, all 11 of us met for a pancake breakfast at a great little place in downtown Highland Park.
The kids are wearing their matching t-shirts that say cousins make the best friends. After breakfast, we all went to the Chicago Botanical Gardens, which is nearby. Come on, guys.
The kids absolutely loved the model railroad garden. They had model trains running through various cities and attractions throughout the United States.
This train is passing through Yellowstone National Park. You see the lodge in the back, and in the foreground is Old Faithful.
Next, we boarded a tram, which took us all through the large garden area.
Hey boys. No, I'm saying here. Later, we all gathered at Lori and Al's home for dinner.
These are beef burger, and these are hamburgers.
Got enough?
I don't know. That's why I went around and asked everybody what they wanted. I threw an extra one in, so just
Good.
in case.
It's an Easter basket. The next day, Max and his family took the California Zephyr to Denver. Max had never been on a long-distance train, so Bob and Jennifer thought this would be a great adventure for him. One day after they arrived home in Longmont, Colorado, we arrived.
Jen and Bob only moved into this house the week before we got there. Max was very excited to give us a tour of his new home, and especially of the tree in his backyard.
After leaving Colorado, we spent a week sightseeing and then arrived in Las Vegas to visit my sister Lavana and her daughter Karen.
Karen's son Matt, his wife Mary, and their two delightful daughters joined us one night for dinner.
This 24-inch pizza is the largest one I think I've ever seen. We really enjoyed visiting our family members in Illinois, Colorado, and Nevada. Join us for our next video where we visit the Herbert Hoover Presidential Library and the Buffalo Bill Cody Trading Post.